And very good morning to you. This is the Talk of the Town. In view of the growing controversy and concern about the environmental damage done to Sri Lanka in terms of the Express Pearl disaster, we spoke to the former chairperson of MIPA, Dharshani Lahandapura. Here's what she had to say. Is it a fanciful claim or is it a realistic one?
Well, to tell you frankly, we actually didn't prepare this the way that we want, but there's a scientific structured mechanism that we adhere to.
Okay.
And I must mention that we have MIPA appointed a scientific committee which comprised of professionals, academia, and also some of the professionals who are involved in these sectors like government sector. For example, Wildlife Department, NARA, CEA, Central Environmental Authority, CCD, etc. So we had nearly 40 professionals and we had nearly 11 subcommittees. It was a structured approach. So the TOR that we have given to this expert panel is to carry out a comprehensive damage assessment.
Okay.
Right? We didn't give any limitations because the idea that we had was to identify the entire damage, quantum of the damage happened to our marine and coastal environment, because this is one of the unique.
Is there anything comparable to this?
No, I don't think. No, I don't think, because this is, as I told you, this is a unique maritime disaster happened in the maritime history. This is the largest plastic pollution. More than 12,000 metric tons of plastic.
Is nurdles?
Nurdles, of course, nearly 1,600 metric tons.
Okay.
It is amounting to 50-60 billions of nurdles. So the collection of nurdles is it's challenging.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, we had chemicals, we had oil, we had plastics, we had heavy metals, electric and electronic cargo. So it's a kind of cocktail, as our expert panel mentioned. So we had everything there in our coastal area, the ocean. So we appointed this expert panel to carry out a comprehensive and structured scientific assessment. And they actually, according to, they have studied a lot.
Yeah.
Because this is not the first experience that we appointed this scientific panel. Prior to this, we had this MT New Diamond. That was the first incident or the instance that we appointed an expert panel to carry out scientific environment damage assessment and valuation. Initially do the damage assessment and then convert that into rupees and cents so that we can claim it. So that was the MT New Diamond was the very first experience. And then with that we had some experience. So it is just a matter of expanding and extending that to the other areas.
Okay.
And as I told you, we had 11 subcommittees comprised of senior professors and two senior professors, Professor Ajit Alvis from Moratuwa University and Professor Prashant Gunawardhan from Jawaharlal University are the co-chairs. So under them there were 11 subcommittees and we did that calculation. They have studied a lot, not only within the country but also within the country we never had anything similar to this. So they have studied from the UK, US case studies, everything, and they have come up with this. So, and also one important thing, this amount is the second interim claim amount, meaning that there will be more claims to come.
This is the second.
Second
so
interim.
6.4 billion is
the second interim claim.
And how much was the first one?
It was, first one actually we did up to November 2021.
Okay.
Right? The period was that from May to November. And during that period, the damage was $1.9 billion US dollars.
Okay. And has any of this money been paid?
No.
Nothing?
No, because we have not sent them a demand or anything.
Right. But have you all put them on notice that there will be a claim?
Well, everything I think they know, and every communication to the owners and also to the insurers have been done by the Aegis department, not ourselves.
Okay.
Directly.
And in this whole process of making the claim, calculating the potential, especially the potential, maybe there are things that is not visible to the naked eye right now.
Yes.
And so in the future there might be.
Yes.
So when you did all this, did any agency in Sri Lanka, whether it's the Aegis department or whether it's MIPA, did they employ any loss assessors to help with the making of the claim?
Well, loss assessors no, because now even if maybe you're referring to the adjusters or something like that.
Yeah, well, we have the loss adjusters and we have
yeah.
the loss assessors.
Yes.
So the adjusters usually work on behalf of the insurer.
Yeah, that's right.
And the assessor the other side.
Yeah, basically, no, but then instead that, Aegis Department retained an Australian legal expert team firm to advise them. So that is how it went.
And so it's $6.4 billion, and the figure is very interesting for our country because obviously, as you know, we have about $2.7 billion in reserves. So, 6.4 certainly tips the balance. What chances of us getting paid?
Well, I cannot tell you offhand, but then my and the institution's point of view at that time when I was there, that we better file the case in Sri Lanka so that we can get a considerable amount. Yes.
Dharshani, thank you very much for speaking to News First, Talk of the Town. It's now back to the studio with Dom and Asanka.